When we look at the Indian culture specifically, what we also see, unfortunately, is that a lot of the people coming over are not compatible with Canadian values. Like, I don't mean to be crass, but not defecating publicly. There's been an increasing issue on Canadian beaches where they're putting up signs against public defecation. And I don't mean to sound like a Western chauvinist, but I think if you don't know that inherently it's not appropriate to defecate on a beach, you probably shouldn't be moving into my country. And for the longest time, Canada specifically actually had a very, I think, workable immigration system. It was merit-based, points-based. That's why I think, similar to the United States, for the longest time, the Indian immigrants specifically that were coming over to Canada, they were skilled professionals. And so for a long time, generations in Canada, the Indian community actually had a positive reputation because these people were our doctors, accountants, business owners who integrated. And the numbers were such that they weren't causing these huge drastic shifts in things like the housing markets or labor markets. However, since especially Justin Trudeau came in as prime minister, that system has shifted. We're no longer talking about limited skills-based immigration. Now we're talking about mass migration, including chain migration, bringing over low-skilled workers. And we're seeing now increasingly that India as a country is just not compatible with Canada as a country. There's a difference between saying some Indian immigrants can come over, we'll take your best and brightest. Of course, that's not the same thing as saying, by and large, we're going to have this blanket compact, like it seems like the EU is trying to implement with this country that, I'm sorry, but is a developing country.